Everyone's favourite humongous meme, Zarna Joshi has made a video expressing, well, we're going to find out. And by the way, she's left a little note in the description saying, all material in this video is the exclusive property of the copyright holder. And then, you know, goes through the legal stuff, which basically means H3H3, I swear to fucking God, you touch this, I swear I will, try me, I real fuck.
My name is Zarna, and I'm doing this video because I want money. It's become clear to me that a great deal of us suffer from the illness of patriarchy. And it's not just the men who suffer. Women can be patriarchal.
I can already see the angle that she's going to go out with this video, and it is one of the most infuriating angles anyone can go at, because it basically is just, there is no way within this jurisdiction that I'm making that you can criticize my points. Because what she's basically saying is, oh well, it doesn't matter that women might think that I'm an idiot because it's only because they're affected by the patriarchy. No matter what gender anyone is, they are going to watch your video and think you're a fucking idiot. It is nothing to do with how the patriarchy raped them as a child or whatever the fuck you're going to come up with. It is only, all it is to do is the fact that someone said their name was Hugh Mungus, and you said he sexually assaulted you.
Women.
Brush your fucking teeth.
So many things in our system today come from patriarchy, including racism, colonialism, capitalism, classism.
Any more isms?
And of course, sexism.
What?
Oh, cool. Thanks, Bay. If anyone out there has got any more isms they'd like to share with me, can you please send them to humongusentertainment@gmail.com. Thanks.
I'm a woman of colour.
Okay, you use that, Zarna. Keep using that as the reason why everyone thinks you're a fucking idiot.
So I'm going to talk about my experience. But many other marginalised people, such as Indigenous peoples and queer and transgender people and gender non-conforming people, will have their own thoughts on this also.
Just to clarify, I'm gay, so don't bring me into this. Please do not bring people into this as if they agree with you. They don't. Trans people think you're a fucking idiot. Gay people think you're a fucking idiot. Nazis think you're a fucking idiot. Jews think you're a fucking idiot. Everyone thinks you're a fucking idiot.
Indigenous who? And what the hell is gender non-conforming? What are all these labels? What is she even talking about?
Men don't know anything! You know what a really good method of trying to get a point across is? Talk really, really patronisingly to the camera. I mean, everyone watching will just immediately want to listen to what you're saying.
The challenge is that it is very hard for those who are marginalised, such as women of colour, to express how they feel without being called the angry brown woman, or the angry black woman, or the nagging woman, or crazy.
It's very hard for people with stupid thoughts and theories to start shouting things and then not be called the angry so-so woman. You've been called the angry brown woman by people because you happen to be brown and you were very angry for no reason.
White liberals and men in general have been told over and over again that if they just never use the N-word and they never talk about race and they never physically molest anyone, then they're not racist or sexist.
Bullshit.
As a 20-year-old who has seen a lot of stuff on the internet growing up, there isn't a lot of things that I've seen that hasn't been labelled sexist or racist. Everything in the 21st century now is being labelled racist or sexist.
The system of power we live in ensures that all white people are racist and all men are sexist.
Ooh, it's getting a bit Milo Stewart-y in this joint.
So when I point out that actually the system of power we live in ensures that all white people are racist and all men are sexist because they profit from a system that marginalizes people of color and non-males, they attack me. Just as they've attacked women of color for centuries to retain their power structure.
People just know you as the woman that screamed sexual assault at a man that said his name was Hugh Mungus. No one has thought, oh, well, this is a strong woman. Oh, she's saying all this. You just started saying...
Humongous what? Person just spoke to me in a sexually harassing way.
That is all you're known for. You're not known for being some sort of... someone who sticks up for feminism or someone with a voice that says rational thought. You're just known as the fucking idiot that started screaming sexual assault when someone said their name was humongous.
Oh! She's the sexist one. She's the racist one. Why does she hate me?
Zarna, when you get people to come and... I realise that the people that you could probably get to do this video is very limited due to the fact that they think you're fucking crazy. make sure they brush their teeth. Seriously, please, if you do another one of these, make sure you get people that brush their fucking teeth.
She's the racist one. Why does she hate me?
Yeah. Look at that, like, awkward smile, as if he's embarrassed to say what he just said.
I make more money because I'm a man.
The wage gap is simply the average earnings of men and women working full-time. It does not count for different job positions, hours worked, or different jobs. It has nothing to do with the same job. It has nothing to do with discrimination.
I haven't spoken up for women or done anything constructive to help women or people of color, and I take my privileges without question, and I live happily in my own little bubble, but that doesn't mean that I profit from their suffering. It's not my fault.
Oh, Leah Keith said that. I wonder who she... Oh, she's a radical feminist. Oh, right. That's a good source to use. There's 320 million people living in the USA, so if 2 women were killed by men per day, that is actually not bad going, judging by sheer statistics. I want to see how many men are killed by men per day. There's probably a lot more than 2, but, who cares?
Marginalized. I didn't marginalize them, so why should I do anything to help them? Just because I make more money?
This much money?
And have access to all the education and resources and housing and jobs.
You see, Zarna, no matter what points you bring up, it's kind of irrelevant for me to battle them, because all I need to say is that you're wrong, and then it's proven that you're wrong and irrational by looking at the video that makes you famous. You are probably the biggest anti-feminist there is. You are actually making feminism completely irrelevant, because people see this and then they're going to see you make these points that other feminists make and think, wait a minute, this crazy fucking idiot is making the same points that other feminists make. All feminists must be crazy fucking idiots. Seriously, if you're actually a feminist and you want, feminism to be taken seriously, just stop.
Recently, I was sexually harassed.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
News stations posted the video without my permission with the question, do you consider this sexual harassment? This led to a lot of people attacking me and going after me all over social media. This is what patriarchy does.
That is what freedom of thought does. You know what? The title is actually very, very, very fair to you. Do you consider this sexual harassment? That lets the person watching the video to make their own assumptions from it.
This is what patriarchy does. It causes everyone to attack the victim, the one who is most vulnerable.
The closest to a victim was Mungus, or I think his name was Rudy Pantoja. I'm actually very glad that you recorded this, because a lot of the time, and I know especially in England, people would just assume they actually sexually harassed you. The only thing I don't like about the video is the fact that people that have genuinely been sexually harassed will instantly be questioned even more because of your video.
Their main complaint was that I raised my voice. They questioned my sanity because I spoke up.
Their main complaint was that you said someone sexually harassed you because they said their name was Humongous. Not because you said, Humongous what? Is that sexual harassment? If you said, Humongous what? Is that sexual harassment? People would still be angry because of what you're saying, not how loud you're saying it.
Patriarchal society wants women to shut up, and we have a long history of men confining women to mental asylums.
In the early 1800s, oh, so that's relevant for today.
Because those women didn't behave the way men wanted them to behave.
The Victorian women, Victorian women, it's a good job that was 100 to 200 years ago, you fucking idiot. I just want to clarify, this is why first and second wave feminism was necessary, because we needed it then. But now the third wave feminists will use this as evidence as to why sexism exists. Third wave feminism is complete and utter cancer. I actually think it's very disrespectful to first wave feminists. If you're going to use examples of how women were oppressed in the 1800s and so on, I think it's very disrespectful to use examples that they went through that you haven't gone through to say that feminism is still needed today. You're pretty much saying that what they worked towards was irrelevant.
Even the security guards who witnessed it didn't call the cops to help me. They called the cops on me because I was making noise.
They were called the cops on you because you were being a nuisance for no reason. You were screaming and shouting, making people feel uncomfortable. You were falsely accusing someone of rape. That is why they're called the police on you. They didn't call the police on you because you were sexually assaulted and women deserve to be sexually assaulted. They called the police on you because you were causing a scene with no cause.
Cops arrived and demanded that I talk to them alone.
Yeah, they managed to talk to you alone because you were causing a crowd. You were causing public interference. That is why they wanted to talk to you alone, so they could rationally talk to you. Because what were you doing? What were you doing when you were talking in a crowd? You were screaming and you weren't talking with any rationality whatsoever.
All while they kept their hands on their guns.
While they kept their hands on their hips. Just to clarify, by you saying all while they kept their hands on their guns, are you trying to instigate that they were threatening to shoot you? Is that what you're trying to instigate? Because they were just kind of like, their hands were on their hips, mate.
This sounds like crazy cop bashing to me. Her voice is annoying, so it's no wonder why men were alarmed. Yeah, it's kind of sexy though. I love that accent.
Men just think about sex.
Why did she get so upset over his dick joke?
It wasn't a dick joke. He's clarified it was his size. Even if it was a dick joke, it's not sexual harassment. He's referencing your penis is not sexual harassment. If he were to say, "Hey, what up, girl? You want my dick?" Like, you know, that is okay. Yeah, that's kind of going more into the realm of like sexual harassment, but it's not sexual harassment. And people are right in the comments when they say you're being disrespectful to people that have actually been raped or sexually harassed.
I mean, yeah, we burned women at the stake.
Yeah, we burned women at the stake, you know, in 1692. What's that, like, I don't know, like nearly 500 years ago. Yeah, nothing bad happened to men in that time. Nah.
And stone them, and rape them, and beat them, and sell them into sexual slavery. But can't they take a joke? It's not like the world is a dangerous place for women.
Why is he doing the troll face? Is this Zarna trying to tell us that she's like a master troll? Because no one smiles like that.
I never said that women exist for me. That's so unfair. I do think that women should put in the effort to look nice though. Like shave their legs and have a sexy figure and wear nice clothes. And they should have a job and bring in money so we can be equal. And they should take the pill because I don't want to wear a condom. And yes, I do need sex. All men need sex. How can we be happy without sex? That's why women are there.
All men need sex!
Okay, this video is just sexist. It literally just is. I wasn't going to come up with this point, but you're the one using stereotypes of men when I could just do the exact same thing for stereotypes of women and then that would be labelled as sexist.
We can do this if we live with honesty and dignity and courage. We can do this.
No. No way.